In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on March 2nd, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best bet single picks, best bet parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Arizona State versus UCLA. The UCLA Bruins play host to the Arizona State Sun Devils on Thursday night in a Pac-12 showdown from Pauley Pavilion presented by Westcom. UCLA is fresh off of securing the conference's regular season title, while back-to-back wins have Arizona State right on the NCAA tournament bubble as well. When these two squared off back in January, the Bruins were able to come away with the 12-point win on the road, and they'll be looking to secure the sweep in this one. Arizona State is 12-16 against the spread this season, with a 17-10 over-under record. UCLA is 14-12 against the spread this year, with an 18-8 over-under record. The Bruins are on a nice 8-game win streak right now, holding opponents to 64 or fewer points in 7 of those outings. When these teams last met back on January 19th at Arizona State Wells Fargo Arena, UCLA carved out a 74-62 comeback victory after falling behind 35-30 at halftime. The Bruins surged on a 44-27 run the rest of the way. Arizona State has won 4 of their last 5 games, and they're coming off an epic road victory over Arizona. There aren't many teams playing better basketball in the country than UCLA right now, and while Arizona State has found some success of late, they'll be asked to overcome too much in this one. The Bruins have one of the best home court advantages in college basketball, and with a balance when it comes to the offensive and defensive ends, as well as the backcourt and frontcourt, success won't be difficult for this group to find in this one. Expect UCLA's ability to dominate both the offensive and defensive glass to be a massive difference in this one, and their ability to generate second chance opportunities will be fruitful. I don't think lightning will strike twice in a row here. The Bruins should be in full control if they play well. So the UCLA Bruins to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. When they played earlier this season, they combined for 136 points, and there are a ton of trends favoring the over in this matchup. To start, the over has hit in 7 of the last 8 games between UCLA and Arizona State. The Sun Devils have seen the total go over in 13 of their last 19 games overall and 6 of their last 8 on the road. The Bruins have seen the over go 5-0 in their last 5 games against teams with winning records. In terms of pace of play, Arizona State is ranked 132nd in Pomeroy's adjusted tempo. That puts them squarely in the 63rd percentile, meaning they average more possessions per game than most teams in college basketball. That's important because more possessions naturally result in more scoring opportunities, which will be even more important with UCLA's ability to generate turnovers. The over is 10-1 in Arizona State's last 11 games after a win, and I see that trend continuing on Thursday. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Purdue versus Wisconsin. The Purdue Boilermakers have long been listed as one of the favorites to win the national title this season, but some cracks in their game might be starting to appear. They've lost 3 of their last 4 games outright, as they actually posted a losing straight-up record in the month of February at 3-4 straight up. That's definitely not the form any top contender wants to be experiencing as we head into March. The Boilermakers will look to get back on track with a road win over a Wisconsin Badgers team that is just one of 3 in the Big Ten Conference to not have at least 10 home wins this season. The Badgers are currently sitting on 9 home wins, but you know a home victory over a suddenly struggling Purdue team would help cement Wisconsin's tournament resume. The Boilermakers are 0-3-1 against the spread in their last 4 road games and 3-1-1 against the spread in their last 5 Thursday games. The Badgers are 2-7-1 against the spread in their last 10 home games and 4-13-1 against the spread in their last 18 games overall. The over is 6-2-1 in Boilermakers' last 9 overall. The under is 6-0 in Badgers' last 6 home games. The home team is 7-2-1 against the spread in the last 10 10 meetings. Do you believe Wisconsin can get enough stops and or slow the game down for long enough to keep this one within the number? The answer to that question is far from a resounding yes for me, because even during Purdue's struggles of late, the idea that their worst offensive efforts this year are basically the exact same as an average Wisconsin score has me on the side of thinking the Boilermakers might actually be slightly undervalued thanks to these recent losses. Bad shooting slump or not, Purdue's offense is the one I'm far more comfortable trusting to score here. Wisconsin just isn't going to want anything to do in terms of running with Purdue, but even in a lower scoring, Wisconsin-style game, can you confidently say the Badgers' offense will hit enough shots to at least take some pressure off their defense of possibly needing a stop every late possession? I just don't believe the Badgers can play well enough for long enough against a frustrated Purdue team that knows they are still the class of the Big Ten and would love to put a beating on someone. There are numerous scenarios where this game plays out like a Purdue runaway if the offense is hot from the outset, and if Purdue's lowest scoring outputs are still in the range of Wisconsin's average score in their 13 non-overtime games played since January 1st. That's near a worst-case scenario range for Purdue's offense where I'd still rather be holding a Purdue ticket. The Wisconsin Badgers will be up for this game for obvious reasons, and they need a good result to improve their resume. However, I'd need an extra bucket to take them seriously. The Purdue Boilermakers are arguably the best team in the country, and this will be just the third time they've been favored by 5 or fewer points. I'm taking advantage of it, so the Purdue Boilermakers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Wisconsin owns a rather interesting over-under record relative to their home and road splits. On the road this year, the Badgers are 8-2 over-under, surpassing their respective totals by an average of 10 points. At home this year, Wisconsin is 5-9 over-under on the year, staying under their respective totals by an average of 5 points. The explanation for that disparity isn't all that hard though when you understand Wisconsin's slow-paced defensive team. At home, the Badgers are better able to dictate that style of play into the game and force their opponents into trying to beat them that way. It's what they'll look to do against Purdue, and while I'm not convinced the Badgers will have great success at it overall, there will be prolonged stretches where Wisconsin's defense will be like a brick wall. I don't think you can fully trust Purdue's offense to explode either, given the quality of the defense they are up against, and with Wisconsin 6-0 to the under in their last 6 home games, a low-scoring affair here is what's most likely. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Arizona versus Southern California. The number 7 Arizona Wildcats make the trip to Los Angeles to take on the Southern California Trojans at the Galen Arena on Thursday evening in a conference showdown. Arizona has won 4 straight games versus Southern California, including an 81-66 victory at home earlier this year. The Wildcats shot 48.3% from the floor and hit 50% of their 3-point shots while holding the Trojans to only 36.9% shooting overall. The Wildcats have won 2 of the last 3 games played at Southern California's Galen Arena dating back to 2020. Arizona has gone 2-2 in their last 4 games overall and is 3-1 in their last 4 road games. They have a 9-3 record away from their home court this season. Southern California has won 4 straight and 14 straight at the Galen Arena. They have lost only once at home this season. This is a battle for second place in the conference standings, as both are 13-5. There is not as much at stake here as it might seem though. Neither team can catch UCLA, and neither team can fall out of a bye in the conference tournament. Likewise, both teams are safely in the NCAA tournament field. The first meeting was dominated by the Wildcats in Arizona 81-66. Arizona pretty well controlled all facets of the game in that one. Many would be surprised, then, to see the line this thin just because we have changed gyms. This is largely due to a recency bias, I believe, as Southern California has won 4 straight, while Arizona lost at the buzzer at home on Saturday. Southern California has been playing well, especially on the defensive end, but it is not like they have gone streaking against the top end of the conference. I think the win streak is being overblown, and I think this is a bad matchup for the Trojan defense. Arizona has a dominant front court in Two Billies and Ballo, and they should control this game. I think the Southern California defense will keep this game close enough to be fun, but in the end, there is just too much offense from Arizona. I'm comfortable with the small spread here, so the Arizona Wildcats to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Southern California has gone over the point total in 3 of their previous 4 games and 6 straight at home. Arizona has gone over in 2 of the past 4 games and 2 straight on the road. Arizona and Southern California currently rank 24th and 151st in pace of play respectively. Most signs point to a higher scoring affair. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.